9 News at 5 a.m. starts right now.
Despite the cooler temps, cases of West Nile continue to pop up in Colorado when experts say this bad virus season should come to an end.
And if you are one of the millions of people who have to fight allergies every year, you should hear my sneezes every morning. Researchers at CU Boulder may be close to making the process more bearable for all of us.
I just keep thinking you're allergic to work.
That too. That too.
Sneezes all the time. An early morning look outside after a gorgeous fall weekend. Today we're shaking things up a little bit in the weather department. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey Rose.
And I'm Jordan Chavez. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Let's get a closer look at that forecast now with Katie LaSalle. Listen, Katie, Mother Nature's not making it easy on our allergies.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jordan, and all your sneezes in the morning. So yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing that story coming up here at 5 o'clock. But getting you out the door this morning, we are switching things up in the weather department a bit this Monday with a very warm and relatively dry weekend. Yesterday, we saw a few scattered showers and storms. We're under a partly cloudy sky with upper 40s and 50s this morning. We'll see a dry start to the day. Temperatures in the upper 70s later on here in Denver. Now, scattered showers and storms will be possible mainly over higher terrain in the high country, a 30% possibility as we get into this afternoon here across the metro area before some warmer, drier conditions return through the rest of the week and well above seasonal normals for the first little bit of October. But as we round out the month of September, today the 29th, we're under a partly cloudy sky. By 10 o'clock, 67 degrees and daytime highs a few degrees above average. Typically, we see 74 this time of the year, upper 70s in Denver, low 80s across the plains, and mainly 60s for a lot of our northern and central high country towns. So taking us through Futurecast, no inclement weather to impact you this morning. Later on today, though, really between 2 and 9 o'clock, that's our best chance of seeing any precipitation, low risk of any severe storms, but do have an isolated possibility right around 5 o'clock here in Denver. So if you are heading out to the Broncos game, rain jacket just in case. I'd rather you have it and not need it than not. And then by halftime, we should be under a partly cloudy sky, 65 degrees with low 60s by the end of the game, and hopefully a Broncos win. But first, let's get you out the door. Brianna's here this morning for traffic. How are things looking on the roads?
Katie, things are looking pretty good for a Monday morning. Right now, we do have some overnight pavement construction that's been going on for quite some time. I know Erica mentions it all throughout the morning, especially right around this time. This should wrap up around 5:30 for those heading out the door taking southbound I-25. This is right near 8th Avenue. You can kind of see from those headlights, those cars coming towards us, you can see those cones up and down those lanes at the moment. So I do want to switch things over to our main maps. Right now, we are still pretty quiet. Traffic volume is very light all across the Denver metro area. So zooming into the Commerce City area, if you're taking westbound 76, it's a 10-minute drive. 225, same story from I-70 heading into I-25 this morning. And then downtown to the Tech Center, if you're heading out the door right now, a 14 to 15-minute drive.
Brianna, thank you. While you were asleep, Brush School District announced all schools will be closed for today after a suspicious device was found at a secondary campus. We're told the Greeley Bomb Squad will be on campus this morning to safely remove the device. Until then, no one is allowed to be in the area. The district says we can expect an update around noon today.
Also today, Evergreen High School students are preparing to return to their classrooms more than 2 weeks after the devastating shooting. Students started a gradual return to campus last Thursday, but they will begin getting instruction again this morning. The school is offering resources to help support students and staff as they recover. The 14 and 18-year-old students injured in the September 10th shooting remain hospitalized as of this morning. The shooter died by suicide.
Denver police need your help this morning to identify the suspect in a deadly hit and run that we reported on over the weekend. Denver police put out the call to action on social media yesterday. The incident happened Friday night around 10:10 on North Federal and West 26th Avenue. Authorities say a person driving northbound on Federal hit a bicyclist and then drove away without helping the victim or contacting the police. Anyone with any information about this incident is asked to call Metro Denver Crime Stoppers at the number there on your screen at 720-913-7867. A hunter from Tennessee died in southern Colorado over the weekend. We don't know exactly what happened, but the Conejos County Sheriff's Office says they got the call for help from a group of hunters in the South San Juan wilderness Friday night. The group told first responders someone would perform CPR on the 54-year-old man, but he did not make it. He was the third hunter to die in the San Juan wilderness in the past couple of weeks. Two 25-year-old men from North Carolina and Utah were killed by a lightning strike.
Federal law enforcement agencies are refusing to release warrants related to a raid at a southeast Denver apartment complex. This comes to us from our partners at the Denver Gazette. In the past year, DEA agents executed 2 search warrants at the Cedar Run apartment complex. They say that they were looking for wanted drug traffickers and even breached doors. Both the DEA and the FBI issued what's known as a Glomar denial, meaning that the agencies could neither confirm nor deny the existence of the records. Colorado attorneys heavily pushed back on that move, pointing to the fact that the raids were publicly acknowledged by the DEA on social media.
A shakeup in the New York City mayoral race. Incumbent Mayor Eric Adams is ending his re-election bid. Adams made that announcement on social media on Sunday. The move comes after Democratic nominee Zohran Mamdani took a big win in June's Democratic primary over former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. Cuomo allies have long pushed Adams to withdraw to give himself a better chance against Mamdani in November. The end of Adams' campaign came more than a year after being at the center of a federal corruption indictment. Prosecutors accused him of soliciting donations from Turkish nationals and trading favors to benefit wealthy donors.
The Los Angeles Film School and Full Sail University are in the center of a massive lawsuit revolving around a fraud scheme. The suit claims that the schools paid to create thousands of temporary jobs with nonprofits and paid off vendors so that they could pad their graduate employment stats. By doing this, the suit claims that the schools violated federal employment requirements and accrediting standards. Both schools have denied these claims.
Later today, President Trump will meet with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at the White House. Despite Trump's projected optimism, Israeli officials say Netanyahu has reservations about the White House's ceasefire and post-war governance plan. The comprehensive plan reportedly would include the release of all hostages held by Hamas. Hamas leaders said yesterday that it had not received any new proposals for a ceasefire.
Another deadly and intense aerial assault in Ukraine over the weekend, this time with more than 600 drones and dozens of missiles sent by Russia. At least 4 people were killed, including a 12-year-old girl in Kyiv. Poland scrambled military jets as the fighting intensified just a week after incursions into their airspace by Russia, which Russia has denied and called a provocation. Several civilian homes were destroyed. The intense attacks underscore how far both sides are from a ceasefire and how difficult it remains to envision an end to the ongoing war.
Gen Z protesters joined transport workers in a rally in Peru's capital over the weekend, directly aimed at the actions of the country's government. The protests erupted yesterday following reforms to the country's pension system that require all Peruvians above the age of 18 to join a pension provider. But they were also fueled by longstanding anger against the president and Congress.